Milton Williams.
Yeah.
So when you give a guy like that the money that he got, can he take that next step where he's never played more than 50% of the defensive snaps in a year, and now he's being looked at as the guy in that defensive line room? How is he going to set the tone? Because I think a lot of guys are going to follow him too. If him and Christian Barmore are side by side, they could be a game-wrecking tandem if that works. If Williams does all the right things, if Barmore's healthy, they can be incredibly impactful interior defensive linemen. I don't know that you'll have a better pass rushing tandem in the league this year. But then there's the other side of it. If Williams isn't up to the task with this increased workload, how does that go? Is he going to come into training camp in great shape? Because in the past we've seen, sometimes linemen get paid and the fitness is no longer a priority. How is Williams going to be? Early returns are good. He's winning sprints in the spring. Vrabel's getting in his ear when he's like half speeding to the end because he's so far ahead of guys. We'll see how that goes, but he's fascinating to me. And some of that too is probably, we know a lot of guys on this team already. He's a totally new face in here. So for me, he's number 4.
When I talk about the power and influence of guys who just get paid that amount of money, and Stephon Diggs is the first example. Milton Williams is arguably an even bigger one, right? Like I know Diggs comes in with a lot more, experience, and you could go legacy and stature in the league. But Milton Williams is getting paid a lot more money than basically everyone else on the team. Milton Williams just won a Super Bowl. So I think there are fair questions about a guy who has not played 50% of the snaps in a season and is now the rock upon which Mike Vrabel's rebuilding this whole new defense. It's a lot to ask. But the little things that you do here, which I loved Vrabel, by the way, correcting, heard that quote from Milton Williams being in a separate press conference weeks later, tucks it in the back of his mind, speaks to us, gets asked about Milton Williams. He goes, oh, by the way, that was not me cussing him out. He'll know when I'm cussing him out for not finishing straight sprints all the way to the end, even if he has a lead. But the point is, the fact that it does have the lead like that Christian Barmore is talking about their relationship, that Joshua Farmer, 4th-round pick, disappointed as could be early day 3 of the draft, even after he gets picked, is telling us that dude Milton Williams took like a half hour with me in my 30 visit and just wanted to chat and make me better. That's a guy that I didn't know a whole lot about, but the little tidbits you gather, the little rumblings, little nuggets, paint the portrait of someone that the Patriots are willing to pay for, not just because he was this incredible interior pass rusher, but he'll be able to bring everyone along, as you would hope, from the highest paid player on the team. I like that pick.
Right. And just like for inherently, as complicated as locker room dynamics can be, sometimes they're really simple. And it's what is the highest paid player doing in here and how is he setting the tone for the rest of the room? And then, if he's busting his ass, he's doing extra work, guys are going to follow. If he's loafing, then it's suddenly like, you see what's going on over here? I don't know. So I think for as complicated as those things can be sometimes, they can also really be simple.